Hi, this is Katie Young.
This is Josh Rucker.
And this is The Wealth Effect, where we talk about business, community,
personal development, and financial pathologies.
Oh, hey, you know what, man? I actually talked to someone last week.
All snaps.
About the financial pathology. I bring this up all the time. and look, the listeners may get tired of me saying this, but I talked to someone last week, and they said it was cool.
Yeah.
They said it was really cool.
Yeah.
But I enjoy it. I enjoy every moment. This is my, guests that's listening in, this is my last week beating Josh up for the financial pathology thing, because I know it's getting old. I promise this is my last week. We're just going to get into it. And so today we're actually talking about more on the pathology side, where it's dealing with trust and foundational stuff, right?
Yeah, change behavior, change the way you're thinking. That's what a pathology is. No matter if you're talking about biology or chemistry or,
changing that that mindset thing.
Understanding the cause and effect relationships with a lot of variables.
I just, sometimes I wonder if people understand that their environment shapes their beliefs, or their, whatever it is, shapes their beliefs. Your beliefs drives your emotions. Your emotions ultimately drive your decisions. But it goes back to your environment.
Yeah.
So this is what I learned. I learned that if someone has been exposed to the information, or ever saw it before, that they almost don't believe it. That they almost have like this thing of skepticism.
Yeah. Okay.
Where it's like it's not real.
Yeah.
But I think it's only because they really don't understand, like when we're dealing with wealth, there's levels to this.
It is levels
to this. And so I think the first level needs to be pathology, because a lot of people don't understand that your mindset dictates your actions.
Yeah, definitely. Like, a real simple example. When we first met and you brought to my attention, the Starbucks effect or something like that.
The latte factor.
The latte factor.
Yeah.
Where you're spending, $2 here, $5 here, $7 here on, just really frivolous things like coffee. I'm a big coffee drinker. I drink coffee every day.
Do you drink it every day, like every morning?
No, well, not now. Well, okay, I drink it. I don't pay for it every day.
Okay.
And I think that's the difference. That's the quintessential change in the behavior is, sure, you can drink your coffee every day. That's fine if that's what you need. Yeah, find a way not to pay for it. And, my job, we have free coffee or whatever and whatnot. But I've saved so much money.
By what? Not drinking coffee?
By not going to Starbucks every day. That's spending $3-5.
So the latte effect is real. And we're going to talk about that on a later episode anyway.
Yeah.
We really got to have to break that down. The wealth indicator today is 1.12%.
1.12%.
1.12% is the average cost that it costs for a financial advisor, for you to what you pay them as an average cost. 1.12%. Now, some people hear that 1.12% and think that it's small, but imagine getting 1.12% on $1 million. On
$1 million. Wow.
Imagine just getting that for doing your job.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's just in fees. That's not including like the perks you get on the back end.
Yeah.
So 1.12%. Our episode today is actually talking about
basically financial advisors and really maximizing those low risk accounts.
Wow. Okay. Low risk. So we talked about high risk and low risk last week.
Yeah.
And so I feel like some people, and this is the environment I grew up in. I didn't know what a financial advisor was, let alone knowing that you need one.
Right.
But then once I got to a level where I dealt with financial advisors, I understood their importance. So look, this episode is not to beat up financial advisors.
No.
But what this episode is about is really, really educating yourself on the front end about if you're sitting in front of a table with someone who knows more than you, typically the person who knows more than you is going to get your money.
Definitely.
So we want to educate you on, number one, what does it take to really be educated on investments. Number two, you don't have to know everything.
Right.
You just got to know enough to really know that the person across from you isn't lying to you or trying to take advantage of you. And then thirdly, really understanding your fees. Understanding what your fees are doing, how much you're going to pay in fees. Look, I am a person who typically doesn't like fees, but I understand the importance when you're dealing with capitalism.
Oh,
See,
yeah.
That's all it is essentially. is you're paying your financial advisor for telling you something that you don't know.
That you don't know. That's what capitalism is. I'm going to capitalize on things that you don't know. Your ignorance is money for me. So as a financial advisor, it would behoove me to keep you ignorant.
Say that one more time. We got to get that again.
Okay. Capitalism is me capitalizing
on what you don't know.
On what you don't know, i.e. your ignorance.
Yep.
So as a financial advisor, it would behoove me to keep you ignorant.
So what I think we need to do next is really break down, like, what's the purpose of a financial advisor? What do you think the purpose is, Jess? Like, what do you think the purpose
is? A financial advisor, when you have accumulated in whatever factor large sums of money, and you want that money to grow exponentially. So we're talking about investments now. Mm-hmm. If you're not thoroughly educated or schooled, for that matter.
Both of them. Both of them. They're not teaching that in school, by the way.
No, they're not teaching that in school.
Yeah.
If you're not thoroughly educated or schooled in investments, then you need an expert who is.
And so that's the purpose of a financial advisor.
That's the purpose.
And that's like our first thing we're covering, like the purpose of a financial advisor. What is a financial advisor? Mm-hmm. It's someone who pretty much advises you about investments and other things. Investments is just a big one.
Yeah, it's just.
But you got insurance, you got a lot of different things that they offer. I think what's most important is really understanding that they're only there as a tool, per se.
Yeah.
Don't look at them like daddy.
Yeah. They're essentially they're consultants. Like you really have the last say, or you make the decisions on where your money is allocated or what have you. They just here to hopefully steer you in the right direction.
You know, in most cases, I feel like majority of financial advisors do attempt to do that. Mm-hmm. I just feel like every time you have like a bad seed, it ruins the whole bunch.
It ruins the whole bunch, yeah.
And so what I've learned to understand is that, yes, you're going to have some financial advisors that may be bad, that may be after money alone. Mm-hmm. But there's a lot of things you can do on your own before you make it to a financial advisor to not only, number one, educate yourself, but you can start some investment accounts. We talked about on the last episode. Or you can start some EFT and go listen to that, y'all. Go listen to the last episode where we talked about EFT accounts, some mutual funds you can use, a couple of things you can use right now and not need a financial advisor for.
Right.
And I feel like going through those different channels or cycles or whatever will get you prepared for a financial advisor. That way, when you meet with one, you can pretty much, be in the right direction as it relates to money. Now, with that being said, in addition to that, what I want people to get to on the second thing is that those fees that's attached to it, they could be hefty.
Yeah.
They could be hefty.
Yeah.
They could be hefty. Money managers or financial advisors, the fees is how they make their money.
That's how they make their money.
And they make a lot of it too.
Yeah.
Make a lot of it too. And so I really don't want to set like a negative tone.
No.
As it relates to.
I mean, because I look at it the same way as if you need a lawyer.
Yeah.
Lawyer fees are pretty hefty.
Yeah, they can be. They can be.
Why? Because they know the laws and you don't.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm thinking about that. I'm really putting that in my pathology. So I messed up again. So if you want to learn about investments and get the basics, I highly recommend you go check out Investopedia. Investopedia has free classes, and we'll put that in a link. Look, Investopedia not paying us at all. Like, we're doing this strictly because I want you all to get what you need. But Investopedia has free courses, free 100%, absolutely free courses about investing.
Like, I could go to Investopedia.com.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Make an account or something and register, my identity and take classes on
free classes
on investing.
Free classes, man, 100% free.
Wow.
And so because they do offer free classes like they do, the thing is, like, sometimes people minimize free. Like they make it seem like it's not
it's not valuable.
But I'm telling you right now, like I took those Investopedia courses and I learned more in 10 minutes than I learned in my 10 years.
Wow.
But because it's one thing for someone to school you, and it's one thing for someone to give you great information or education.
And
so in addition, we're going to get a lot of free stuff today.
Yeah.
So another place you can look at that has really, really great tips and tools about investing that you can learn what a financial advisor knows is Morningstar.com.
Morningstar. Kev, I asked you about that.
I forgot, man.
Like last week, I was like, Kev, you remember the conversation we when we first met? Yada yada. You said about this website. I'm trying to figure out some stocks and some mutual funds, and you was like, yeah, that's Vanguard. Yeah,
that's where you look. But Morningstar shows you like. It gives an unbiased opinion about mutual funds, stocks, all that.
Yeah, Morningstar.
And they have some classes, a lot of information on there too. So I know those two areas will really help you out to get started on your journey. But with the financial advisor, just know that we're gonna say this a lot this episode. If you walk into their office and they know more, don't get it twisted. They're gonna know more.
They're gonna know more than you.
But if you're not educated about like stocks and stuff that we educate you about these next few weeks, you will lose.
You will.
Like you're gonna lose a lot too. I had one lady. This is so cool. She took one of my courses. I had one lady who initially she went in the financial advisor's office, and the conversation lasted 20 minutes.
Yeah.
She was that person that was the yes person, like nodding her head like she knew what she was talking about.
Yeah.
And he was just telling her, hey, this, and this, and this is going on. And she was just shaking her head like she knew. And at the end of the conversation, he made some moves for her that she didn't know he made, but it made him more money.
Yeah.
Now,
just based on how the fees were structured.
That was before she took the course.
Oh.
After she took the course and got educated about investments, I wasn't the only one that taught this course, by the way. But after she took the course and got just a simple education about it, the conversation lasted over an hour.
Oh.
And she told him to move stuff. Matter of fact, she mentioned Morningstar. She said, I looked up Morningstar, and I saw the mutual fund we showed last week. The mutual fund, she's like, I looked on Morningstar, and this one has been performing like this, and this. Can you? Is there any way you can put my money there? He said, yeah, I got my money there too.
Oh.
Yeah. So if you go in, with that knowledge,
and that's why we stress, doing your own research, man, is having those tools in your back pocket is, invaluable, man. Invaluable. That really could be the difference in being schooled and being educated, just like you.
Yeah, I always, and what is even better about that is that once people really, really, really get an understanding, they can then make choices based on their understanding and not based on someone else's.
Yeah, totally.
You see what I mean?
Totally.
It really goes back to that education part.
Yeah.
To the education part.
Yeah.
So let's get to the second part of our thing today is you should require your financial advisor to become what's called a fiduciary. Now, that's giving someone responsibility that they have your best interest in mind at all times and not theirs.
Yeah.
But did you know that financial advisors are not fiduciaries right now? They don't have fiduciary responsibility they don't have it. But you can ask your financial advisor to have fiduciary. And to be honest with you, back on February 3rd, 2017, Obama actually put into law that financial advisors had to become fiduciaries. Well, didn't nobody listen to that.
Oh.
He gave a set time and that was going to happen. And what happened was Donald Trump actually changed the rule. He went back and said, yeah, we not doing that.
We're not going to do that.
Pretty much, we not doing that. That was back in February 3rd, 2017. Wow. He said we're not doing that. Because here's the thing. When someone becomes your fiduciary, they have to have your best interests in mind. When someone is not the fiduciary, you don't know who the hell interest they got in mind.
Right.
It could be his, hers, not yours.
Right.
His bosses.
His boss.
They will lose their job. They got to pull in a certain amount of money. And so the fiduciary thing, I ask your financial advisor to become have fiduciary responsibility.
Mm-hmm. Now, what does that all entail on the advisor side? Do they have to like take a course or have?
Not necessarily. It's just that this is the simple laid out version.
Yeah.
Is that they have your best